The graph paper method presents.
Why is Aeolian considered the natural minor scale? Is it organic to who died and left a boss man? How will this make me a better player? Why?
Alright, let's quit dreaming and get right to the point here. Why is Aeolian considered the natural minor scale? And let's see if we can visualize that today using this graph paper method, and then see what we can see how it'll help us once we do that. So just for an example, we're going to start with our root on the key or on the note E today, but it really doesn't matter actually what note we start with. So let me draw this pentatonic out, and you guys can hear it at the same time. Here we go. And there you have it, the classic pentatonic shape we all know and love. Let's hear it one more time. Okay. Alright, now, so let me ask you some simple math. 5 plus what equals 7? Oh my gosh, I know, this is hard. So if you answered 2, very good. We only need 2 notes to turn a 5-note pentatonic into a 7-note major scale, or major scale mode, derivative of the major scale. Or really, this would be just a modal shape. We all know that playing the notes of the parent key, all 7 notes, really, modes come from what chord or bass line is playing underneath all those, the pool of major scale notes. But that's another video, so don't let yourself get confused over what I just said. Let's just move on here. Let's single out our root note that we're going to be using here. Green Sharpie, which is not in front of me. Okay, seriously, where the fuck did my green Sharpie? If we were make this a minor scale, if we were making this major, we would put our root over here. But anyways, over here, and then over here, and then over here. So we're not going to do that today. We are just going to do here minor. So there's 3 minor scales actually in the major scale. There's an Aeolian mode, and that Aeolian mode is the natural minor. And there's also this Phyrigian mode and this Dorian mode. And let's verify right now that Phyrigian sounds a little more Egyptian, a little darker. Aeolian is medium. And what do you know, Dorian is a little lighter. So look at how the spectrum unfolds here. We have darker on this side and lighter on this side. What do I mean by darker and lighter? It's kind of like the emotion that they evoke. This has got a little light at the end of the tunnel, kind of sadness. So it's melancholy, right? So we're going to put lighter. And then this way we're going to put darker. And you can draw this out at home, so you have your own handy chart. And Aeolian falls kind of right in the middle as a natural minor scale. And does this even fall visually in the graph paper method? Yes, it does. Let's watch it all unfold here. I'm going to use a pencil so I can erase any mistakes that I make, because Lord knows I've made a couple. And you don't even know the editing that's gone on to make this video. But anyways, let's add in 2 more notes to turn this into a scale. So we're not going to start with Aeolian. Let's end with Aeolian so I can show you how it all ties together. Let's start from left to right here and start with the Phyrigian scale. Ooh, Phyrigian. So if I was to play a Phyrigian scale, that would be basically adding in. We need to add in 2 notes. So the main example I'm going to show you here is going to involve this square of notes right here. Just that's all we need to show you what I need to show you today. But I'm going to hang my notes over the whole thing. And to hang those notes, let's consider this as our secret stash area right here, where we'll add 2 notes either here, here, or some combination of the middle to create our 3 different scales. Or we'll hang on in this area of 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. We're going to hang our 2 notes somewhere on the outside, either on this side or this side, or a mix of both. So let me show you. And we're not going to worry about this because all you need to do to solve this equation is know what you did here because it's the E note, E string. It's the exact same thing. Okay, so let's add in two notes and starting with Phyrigian. So that would be just using this part down here. I'm going to add in this note and this note. Okay, and to complete the scale up here, I'm going to add this note and this note. And to copy this up here, we're going to add in this note, and we've added in all the necessary notes to give us a Phyrigian scale out of that minor pentatonic. Let's hear it. Okay. So that's the name of the game there. Now let's create a Dorian scale. So I'm going to do a little magic erasing here. Okay. So let's get started with Dorian here. We're going to fill in our two inside and our two outside. So inside the box here, in the magic box in the middle here, I'm going to add the two notes to this side of the shape. Hang them out on this side of the shape, solve our equation there, and we've got, sure enough, the Dorian scale, or a Dorian shape of a scale. So let's give it a listen here. Okay, so now what about Aeolian? Aeolian. What can we do for Aeolian? Okay, so confused, so confused. Well, let's see. For Phyrigian, we had this side, and this side, and this side. Well, it's too many notes for a major scale, so we got to lose some. How about we lose one from each side and make this one a balance and see if it works out? Well, what if I lose this one and this one? No, that's not going to work out. Hold on. What if I use this one and this one? And maybe I'll just lose this one right from the middle there and this one from the middle there. How about that? Well, guess what? Using one of each side, balanced in between the two, some of this scale and some of this scale, and you get the Aeolian in the middle, knowing why it's natural minor. Now, before we go, I guess we were going to answer the question, so how will this make you a better player? Well, it probably won't help you riff around the fretboard in some super amazing way, after watching this. It won't do really anything for your riffology. But it will do something for your creativity now that you kind of know your mind is, from a beginner, if you didn't know today, you know how to organize Aeolian. What is the difference? What is everybody talking about? Why do you need to know some different minor scales? What are the choices? Why? Well, now you can experiment, get all these sounds in your ear, and then you have a wider palette to express yourself with. You can go when you feel minor, but you feel just really have that edge, you can go for Phyrigian. When you have some idea to express, perhaps lyrically, that's a little bit bittersweet, that's got some sadness to it, but some light at the end of the tunnel, you're going to go for perhaps a Dorian sound. Might make your music have that little extra kick of interest to the listener. So that's where this might help you in your creativity. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe, and contribute to our Patreon page, or donate if I ever put one of those buttons down there. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was some kind of help for you and that you enjoyed it. And have a great day. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys with some jamming, one of each of those modes to get the sound in your ears. So here we go. Alright, before we get too many wrong notes, let's go to Aeolian. Riffing around and play back, skip through, and here if you can see if you can hear the difference. Here if you can hear the difference. And thank you for watching once again.